Good morning from Phillips Lake. Nice and calm out here. No rain last night, which is good. There was a chance of showers. Water boiling for food. Yeah, we slept in a little bit today. We'll make up for it out in the water.
Oh yeah.
So we canoed over from Phillip Lake over here to the first portage. It's 1495. The Little Madawaska River is a small, tiny, narrow river, fast current, a little shallow in a few places. If you got a big load like us, you might have to one person get out and pull, which thank goodness my partner did because he's such an awesome dude.
That's right.
So if we're pretty wet over here, it's actually soaked, either morning dew or some rain. I think there was some rain yesterday, yeah. So it definitely wetted it up over here for us. So here's a view of the river. Let me adjust the iris for you. There you go. So this last little bit right here, you can see it gets shallow and a lot of rocks down there, and so we had to get out and walk a little bit. That's how you do it right there, right, pal?
Yes, sir.
Boolah! So we're on the portage into Hogan Lake. Looks like we'll have a little wind in our face coming up. So we'll probably go to a campsite and get some lunch. Having fun. So we've come to one of Eroni's favorite lakes. This is called Hogan Lake. As you can see, it is quiet, a little wind, the water is nice, it's warm, blue sky, a little bit of a headwind. Absolutely awesome day. So our target is basically right down there. And we gotta go about another, I don't know, half-mile past that. Nice little breeze, keep us cool. Quiet, no boats, no motorized boats, nobody else, just us. Well, we've just taken our swim, our bath, if you will. There's still no one on this lake. But the campsite we took is an island campsite. And we're going to go ahead and put our tents up over there. He'll put his hammock tent right there so we can get a nice view. Now the one thing I did notice on this island site, there is a red squirrel here. And that red squirrel was making a bunch of noise. And what that means is he knows we're here and is excited because we have food. So we will still continue to do a bear bag. So if anyone wants to know where the Budweiser frogs have gone to, they're here on this island at Hogan Lake. So as I walked by here earlier, that is their home. They went ahead and ducked back inside. So it looks like Eroni's decided to go out to an island.
What a day, what a
Whew.
day.
Yeah, that was a good day. Got started there at Phillips Lake.
Quite a challenge paddling upriver.
Yeah, the little Madawaska. I was definitely surprised at how fast that little river is. I don't remember it being that fast, but I guess the only thing we can think of is all the rain it's had, or it really is just that fast.
Yeah, could be.
Yep. We got through that though pretty quickly. The portage pretty quickly. 2 or 3 of them.
Made pretty good time.
Yeah, good
Beautiful
time.
day.
Yeah, and we chose this site because of the convenience it has for lots of sites to put a tent or your hammock tent. Which how's that working out for you? That hammock tent you got this year?
Perfect, man. I love it. Especially if you like sleeping on your side.
Sleeping on your side? Yeah.
Yeah. I love it.
I noticed you don't snore as much.
That's good.
So.
That's good.
Yeah. Any suggestions to those who have a hammock tent or thinking of getting one?
You definitely need either a hammock quilt or a pad underneath your butt, because yeah, by 11, 12 o'clock, you know, I mean, I'm not used to the cold, I guess. It's just
Well, being from Dallas, Texas, where it's 125,000 degrees right now, yes, I could see that.
There's no, you know, you don't have the ground to warm you up, so
Yep.
you just have open air, and it's definitely a lot colder at night here now.
So get the quilt or a pad of some kind. So you actually put, in your case, just a regular ground sleeping pad.
Yeah.
A ridge rest, I think it is, and that works.
And that works. So just have to getting used to. I think the quilt would be perfect, but that's just extra load. Extra weight to carry around. Well, I don't know how much those weigh, but they probably don't weigh as much. And it completely covers the sleeping bag, just like another sleeping bag.
So a sleeping bag
outside,
for the sleeping bag, okay. Yeah, I think I've seen those before on some videos. I've seen some other people doing it. So how many people have we seen? We kind of
saw 2 today.
Yeah, one group today on the 1495 Portage.
Yep. Heading towards Phillips Lake. Right?
And then we did see some people on Phillips Lake.
Camping.
But they were on the other side of the lake, and we didn't really pay much attention to them.
So that's it, man. And then, we were pretty much here by ourselves.
And then before that, we saw one group.
That's the most people I've ever seen.
Petawawa, heading into Radiant Lake.
Right.
I guess 3 canoes of 6 girls. They were carrying a ton of gear.
Yeah, it seems like you're going to spend a month here or something.
Like double or triple carry on some of these portages, because it took them another 3 hours to get down to Radiant Lake, when it took us, another 30 minutes. And so, oh well. Yeah, but no one. We've seen no one here at Hogan Lake here.
Peaceful, quiet, serene.
Yeah.
Mother Nature at its best. We got a couple of frogs that keeping us company here.
Yes, we got 4 frogs all right here along the shoreline. It looks like they're ready to do an invasion of some kind. We'll probably find out later tonight when we're sleeping.
And 2 down that way,
which you guys already saw in the video.
Yeah.
Which I picked up earlier. Yeah, they were pretty cool. Maybe these are their kids.
Could be. They're ready to go home.
So here is the hammock tent that Eroni has. So Eroni, can you explain this tent to us, how this works, please?
Well, it's pretty simple. And this is the rain tarp. Rain tarp.
Did that come with it?
Yes, it comes with it. It's a whole system.
Okay.
You have the rain tarp, the sleeping bag, which is hanging down here, plus the mosquito net. And you have your straps that goes around trees, and it's pretty simple. You just wrap it around a tree and it loops around. And you have on both sides you have a carbine.
Yep, carabiner. So it's adjustable right there on the spot too.
Adjustable. Basically, they want you to be no higher than 18 inches off the ground.
Now, do you put the tarp on one side of the tree, so where your head is, so it doesn't maybe hit the tarp or something like that, or?
Yeah, I guess. I mean,
because I see you've got it set up that way on that tree where the tarp is leaning one way.
Right. You're right. And it's pretty simple. Once you getting used to setting it up, you just get faster at it. So.
Versus your conventional tent right here.
Right.
We're out here on the back side of the islands, here at Hogan Islands area. And we're watching the sunset. There is not anything out here. Nobody. No boats, no canoes, no dings on boats, no one talking other than us. In that same area where that sun is setting is also where we are going to go and continue on our journey tomorrow up the Little Madawaska, which will take us over to Lake Muir. And hoping that we don't have a strong wind in our face when we get there. So the sun has set, and this is what we have over Hogan Lake. Absolutely beautiful. forecast tomorrow, though, is scattered thunderstorms, so hopefully this will bring us good weather. Good morning from Hogan Lake. We had some rain last night, and then this morning we worked real quick to pack up, get breakfast. Eroni is doing the dummy check to make sure we didn't leave anything behind. The good news, the rain has stopped, and the wind, as you cannot see right now, let me close the iris, is coming towards us, which is good news because we are going to go on Lake Muir, which that lake can be awful when it comes to the wind in your face. So this one here will not be in our face. Touch wood as of right now. Nice job. Well, goodbye campsite, thank you. So it also rained, and so all the mosquitoes are out everywhere right now. And according to Jeff's map, which we're using, sorry, mosquito on my hand there, basically said that this is a very, very buggy portage. So I believe him, because I can see him, and I think you can too. All right, here it is. 29 years ago, I came to this lake, and there were 3-foot waves right in front of us. And we had to make our sight. And there were 4 canoes, 8 people, and we all canoed all the way to the end. It took us 3.5 hours to get to that corner. And after we made that corner, we hit the portage and stayed at Burntroot. That was the worst canoeing experience of my life, but probably the best at the same time. There were no problems, nobody capsized. It was quite remarkable, and I remember it still and talk about it every time I canoe. Great to be back. So we've finished Lake Muir. Now doing the portage over to Red Pine Bay, Burntroot Lake. Very, very wet. Must have had rain yesterday, last night. This drawbridge is a little slippery. And as I suspected and remembered, straight uphill. The sun has started to come out a little bit, but we're out here on an island on the northern side of Burntroot. Took us an hour to get from the portage from Red Pine Bay to here, mostly because we had that wind with us. But that was still, I anticipated 2 hours to here, and it only took us an hour. That's crazy. So we stopped here for lunch. So this campsite is on a hill. And there's another site on this one too, but when you go up there, there really isn't much to see, and I'm not even going to waste my time to walk back up there. There's maybe room for 1-2 tents at most comfortably, but I wouldn't stay here unless I had to. Yeah, so this is looking south. So this is south on Burntroot. As I pan, I'm going to head north. And then at the upper right spot up there is where the Petawawa River comes in. And we're going to go a little more to the left of that, and we're going to take the portage over into Robinson Lake. We're on the portage now from Burntroot up to Robinson. We're actually walking over a beaver dam, which has busted a long time ago, which creates this lake called, I believe, Isis Lake. Yeah. very wet, very buggy. So we had a nice little rain kick in here. We made it to Whiskey Jack Lake. We're on the third campsite on the left. And it started to drizzle. And it started to rain a little harder. We ended up getting the fly up first. And then we're working on our tents. Eroni's still working on his. Got mine up right now. And I'm staying dry underneath this awesome tarp. There you go, you can see it pouring. Just in time. So while I'm filming this, you see our water bag is right there. So that is water that has come from this lake. That's what we love about Whiskey Jack Lake. It's a headwaters lake. So this is where a lot of water starts that goes into the park, and so it is crystal clear, and so that's something we really like about it. What we also like about this place is this lake is usually pretty open. There's not many people here. There's 2 other campsites that are filled up here, so but that's okay. We share. And hopefully this will stop here in a little bit so we can at least get some stuff going here at camp. Whiskey Jack Lake.